The update is just out, and that means the new ranked system is here too. I'm going to give you the 10 best brawlers to push as high as possible. First, a disclaimer, the tips I'm going to give you are not top of the world level. I'm not a pro player, but I got a lot of help from good players for these lists. So let's get started quickly. First brawler I'm going to talk about is Mortis. Mortis is in this list because ice hockey is now also among the maps. He is good at Brawl Ball and also ice hockey, but I want to tell you that you should not just choose Mortis. Make sure you can handle him well and are not a beginner. Otherwise, it is very annoying for your teammates and you will have little impact in the game, so you will most likely lose. You actually only want to play Mortis on the maps where your speed comes in handy. As Mortis, it is important that you do not just attack, you have to wait for your moments. If you just attack the opponents all the time, you will not kill them, but if you wait for your moment, you can kill them easily. Also learn to use your super on multiple brawlers. This way you can often just beat the entire team. Let's go to the next brawler. As Mortis, you're not good against tanks, so know well which brawlers you are good or bad against. In other words, know your matchups well. Let's move on to the next brawler. Frank is actually just too good at the moment. He can be played on almost every map in this rotation. This is because he is a tank, and because of the buff he got that he hits faster the lower he is actually way too good. Use the gadget that you cannot be disturbed during your super. On Brawl Ball maps, you can, for example, destroy the map with your super, which can help your teammates, or you can use your super to kill the other team, which creates a lot of space for your team. That is mainly Frank's goal. He has a lot of health, so you can drive the opponents back and score easily. For the game modes or maps where you have to choose him, I simply do not recommend open maps where counters can be played against Frank. For the rest, you can actually always choose him, and it can't do much harm. If you are thinking about buying his hypercharge, I recommend this. It is really good. Let's go to the next brawler. The next brawler is Gus. I know, Gus got a nerf in these balance changes, but it didn't really change him. His mechanics are still the same, and in my opinion, the best long-range brawler. This is because you can do some close range, mid-range, and long range. This way you can choose him on a lot of different maps. What Gus is especially good at is 1 versus 1s, so game modes like Knockout are very good for him, and I almost always choose him. He is also underrated, doesn't get picked or banned very quickly. Brawlers that can jump on you, you want to scare off with your super and use your gadget to kill long-range brawlers with low health easier. For the star power, you want to choose the one of your teammates. This is very good and helps with the damage of your teammates. The next brawler is Stu, and of course, he couldn't be missed. He is still so good. Purely because of his movement, you can actually play him in every game mode. It is also a fun brawler to play, and you can have a lot of impact in a game. If you get Stu under control, you can make a lot of kills and thus create space for your teammates. What is an important mechanic to learn for when you're going to play Stu is the double dash. You do this when you have your super first shoot at someone, and then before the bullet arrives you use your dash. If the bullet hits you, immediately have your super again. And so you can actually spam your super and also hit for the gadget. You can actually decide for yourself. If you want more of your team, the speed star power is better, but otherwise through the wall, I think they are both good. But like I said before, you can play Stu in every map that is currently in ranked. You want to watch out for tanks because such a team might run over you because you are not doing a lot of damage with your reload speed. Let's move on to the next brawler. The next one is Max. Max is, as you probably already know, also very good in ranked. This is because of his hypercharge and super. But I'll start with his base. He does reload very fast, and you can keep putting pressure on constantly. If you do this well, this is really good. Furthermore, you can easily make kills, or get away with dash. Now, onto his super. With your hypercharge super, you can accelerate your entire team, and everyone becomes stronger. This makes it so easy to roll over the other team. He is also a good 1v1 brawler. This is always nice. You can easily make kills and have so much impact on the game with your super. That is the reason Max is so good. Let's go to the next brawler. Let's move on to Miko. Miko is especially good at Knockout and Hot Zone. That's the reason I put him on this list. A lot of people play him and have him high level, so he's a good beginner-friendly brawler that can help you a lot while pushing. As Miko, you actually want to go for the kills that you can make easily. Think of throwers or brawlers that don't have a lot of health. If you can't actually kill the opponents because you're too weak, you just want to go for the zone in hot zone, try to focus on that as much as possible. In knockout, you can help your teammates by distracting brawlers, or go for your super, then you can definitely make kills. Let's move on to the next brawler. Rico is an excellent choice for 3 versus 3 matches in Brawl Stars because of his unique ability to bounce his shots off walls, allowing him to hit enemies from unexpected angles and control tight spaces. His super, which also ricochets, can deal massive damage to multiple opponents at once, making him a great asset in modes where area control is crucial. Rico's long-range attacks and high damage output give him an advantage against squishier brawlers, while his speed and mobility help him reposition quickly. In maps with lots of walls, he can dominate by attacking safely from cover, making it difficult for enemies to approach without taking damage. His gadget and star powers further enhance his survivability and damage potential, allowing him to burst down enemies or escape tricky situations. Overall, Rico's ability to control space, deal high damage, and attack from unpredictable angles makes him a top-tier brawler in 3 versus 3 game modes. Surge is a powerful brawler in 3 versus 3 matches in Brawl Stars because of his unique ability to upgrade himself during the match, making him stronger with each level. At his base level, he already has solid damage output and a burst attack that can hit multiple enemies. However, as he levels up using his super, he gains increased speed, attack range, and movement abilities, making him one of the most versatile brawlers in the game. Surge's attacks split upon impact, making him effective against grouped enemies and allowing him to control choke points. His ability to evolve throughout the match makes him especially strong in longer fights, where he can reach his max potential. Dynamic is a strong choice for ranked due to his high burst damage and ability to control areas with his explosive attacks. His dynamite sticks can be thrown over walls, allowing him to deal damage from safe positions and pressure enemies hiding behind cover. His super, the Big Barrel of Boom, deals massive damage and can knock back enemies, making it great for breaking enemy formations or finishing off low-health opponents. Dynamic's gadget, which allows him to jump and escape dangerous situations, adds to his survivability. Bull is a powerful brawler in the new ranked due to his high health and devastating close-range damage. His shotgun blasts deal massive damage up close, making him a dominant force in close-quarters combat. Bull excels at ambushing enemies from bushes or charging into battle with his super, which allows him to bulldoze through obstacles and push back opponents.